Hello, everybody. I'm Woody Overton, your host of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. In recent months, with cases making national headlines like Gabby Petito and how they found other missing people when they were searching for her body and stuff like that, I think about all of the cases that I worked that nobody ever heard of, or all the missing or murdered victims that nobody ever heard of. And it could be because of race, their color, but for some reason, they just don't get the big headlines, right? Well, now I'd like to introduce you to Black Girl Gone, a true crime podcast that tells the stories of missing and murdered Black women and women of color in America. Host Amara tells the stories of missing women and solved and unsolved murders weekly. Some of these cases you may have heard of before, but many of them you haven't. Amara tells these stories with a focus on who these women were before they became victims while exploring the crimes and circumstances that took their lives. Black Girl Gone is helping to bring to light the stories that often get left in the dark. Listen and subscribe to Black Girl Gone on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or iHeartRadio by clicking on the link in the episode description. It is also available wherever you get your podcasts. All right, y'all, listen to this sample of Black Girl Gone with your host, Amara.
Now, despite the way they met, Chiquita was all in on Greg. He had kind of swept Chiquita off her feet. And she called her mentor, Judge.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdowns scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill, and calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV, and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday hosts and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids, to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Hey ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore, because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone support and supplement. It's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC.
Johnson and told her that she was planning to marry Greg. Chiquita had even moved into Greg's home not long after they began dating. However, things were not as perfect as it may appear in Chiquita and Greg's relationship. Now, like many women in Chiquita's position, she didn't tell her friends everything happening behind closed doors. In December 2007, not long after Chiquita moved in with Greg, police were called to the couple's home. Now, what sparked the argument is not clear, but whatever it was about had turned violent. Reports say that he had grabbed Chiquita by the neck and choked her, and Chiquita called 911, and Greg was arrested and charged with domestic violence. Now, we can sit in judgment of Chiquita's decision to stay, or we can realize that we don't know what was happening in Chiquita's head or in her heart. Women who suffer from domestic violence often suffer in silence. They fear the embarrassment of telling people what's happening. They fear the judgment that they will receive from the "why don't you just leave" crowd. So even when they aren't financially vulnerable, they still fear the repercussions of telling people what's happening to them. Also, abusers are manipulative. They use apologies and promises of changed behavior to keep their victims close and confused. And so whatever happened that December 2007 night was something that Chiquita tried to put behind her. The couple reconciled, and 6 weeks later, in February 2008, Chiquita and Greg got married in a small ceremony surrounded by family and friends.
Hey, y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glace, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, and all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We've got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box right to my door. So see what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/real life. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had.
Friends. Now, according to everyone around her, Chiquita seemed happy with Greg. Her law practice was growing, and after, a year after she got married, Chiquita moved her law practice in downtown Baton Rouge. And so for Chiquita, on the outside, she appeared to have it all: love and a successful career. Now, in 2009, Chiquita had started working on a high-profile murder trial. Now, she was representing a pair of brothers who were accused of murdering a man and setting his body on fire in 2007. Now, the case was a big one, and the brothers had a notorious reputation in Baton Rouge. And so, for Chiquita, this case had a lot on the line. On February 19th, 2007, Chiquita had begun her day by going to court. And after court, she spoke to some reporters outside the courthouse about the upcoming trial, and there's actually footage of her from that very day. After court, Chiquita then returned to her downtown Baton Rouge office and began working on her defense for the trial of those two brothers. Now, like I said, this was a huge case for Chiquita, and she was really putting her all into defending her clients. So as the day ended, Chiquita found herself still knee-deep in her work. And around 5:30, her legal assistant left for the day, but she decided to stay after hours to continue working. Chiquita, however, never made it to defend her clients at trial because that night would be the last night.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly.